Today we're going to explore the 1951 South Africa 5 shillings coin, minted under King George VI in the Union of South Africa. If you're in the 55, 65 plus age bracket, and especially if you're a gentleman who's always had a soft spot for historic coins, stick around. This one has the kind of backstory and value potential that can really resonate. Picture this. It's 1951. The world is still finding its post-war footing, and in South Africa, the union currency is in place. Pounds, shillings, pence. The 5 shillings piece is often called a crown in other contexts, though here it's standard Union of South Africa issue. The coin's composition is notable. It contains silver at a fineness of 0.500, i.e., 50% silver, and weighs about 28.28 grams. NGC coin plus 2 Bob Shop. Company ZA plus 2. The diameter is roughly 38.8 millimeters. NGC coin plus 1 on the obverse. You'll find the left-facing bust of King George VI, done by the engraver T. H. Paget. Bob Shop. Company ZA plus 1 on the reverse. The design features a prancing Springbok antelope, a beloved South African symbol, with South Africa 1951 Afrika circling the top and the denomination 5 shillings appearing below. Bob Shop. Company ZA plus 1 now. Why does this coin matter to you, the collector who appreciates history, not just dates and medals? Because it tells a threefold story. Firstly, it connects to the era of George VI, which many of us remember or at least know of from global history. That means it carries emotional resonance, a time of rebuilding, of transition. Secondly, it's a tangible piece of South African numismatics, the country that later introduced the rand in 1961 and had a rich coinage history before that. Wikipedia, it reminds you of the shift from old currency systems, pounds/shillings/pence, to modern monetary systems. Thirdly, the very physicality, half-silver content, solid size, an antelope leaping into history, gives it a weight, literally, and pizzazz. Not just a small coin you stash away. This one has presence.s. Oh, let's talk value, because I know many of you like the "what's it worth?" question. According to several reliable guides, the World Coin Price Guide shows for the 1951 5 shillings a circulated value in the ballpark of US $29 for a coin in decent condition, uncertain grade. Foronum plus 1, the NGC guide lists melt value, just the silver content, at about US $24, with silver at time of listing, and gives collectible prices rising for better grades. NGC coin auction records show proof-like specimens, very high grade, selling at much higher figures. E.g., a proof 6-7 grade coin from 1951 fetched approximately US $660 in February 2025. PCGS, another listing for a circulated example, XF40 grade, in South Africa was advertised around R355 South African rands at one point. Bob Shop. Company ZA now. What does this mean for you if you're holding one of these coins or thinking of buying? A few key takeaways. Condition matters a lot. A worn coin may be worth its silver content and maybe a little extra, but a high-grade, uncirculated or proof-like specimen, that's where the real potential lies. Rarity and grading elevate value. For example, only about 1,483 proof-like examples were minted for this issue. PCGS plus 1, that scarcity helps drive up value. Market dynamics still apply. Just because you see a coin listed for a high price doesn't mean it will sell at that price. Always check recent real sale data, not just listing prices. Historical appeal adds to desirability. For the collector who loves coins with a story, especially one from mid to 0th century South Africa, this coin serves nicely. If you own one, store it well, get it graded if it's in very good condition, and keep an eye on the market. A decent coin now might become even more sought after over time. Let me give you a little visualization. Imagine passing around this coin in a social setting. The weight of 28 grams in your hand. It's silver gleaming, if cared for. You tell the tale of King George VI, the Springbok, the Union of South Africa, and how it stood at the cusp of change. That's the kind of connection many of us in the 5565 plus demographic appreciate. Bridging past and present, holding on to a piece of the world that once was. If you're considering buying one, aim for the best preserved you can afford. Check for scratches, wear, cleaning damage, toning, and verify authenticity. If you're selling one, highlight its history, its condition, and the relevance of the 1951 date. Use photos to show the obverse and reverse clearly. Mention the silver content, and compare what similar graded coins have actually sold for, not just listed for. And of course, if you enjoy this kind of coin content and would love more videos like this about vintage coins, silver issues, Commonwealth coinage, stories behind the metal, make sure you're subscribed so you won't miss the next one. Before I wrap, a little moment of perspective. If you found the Holy Grail, a perfectly preserved 1951 5 shillings in proof grade, certified by a respected grading house, in pristine state with eye appeal, one day this coin could become a star piece. You might hear whispers of values in the thousands of dollars when conditions align. While I'm not saying every coin will hit that level, the pathway is there. So next time you hear someone say, just another old coin, remember this 1951 piece is much more than that. It's silver, it's history, it's story, and for the right collector at the right time, it could be a prize. Imagine holding it, passing it to your grandson or granddaughter, and telling them, "This belonged to me. This was minted in 1951. I kept it safe." That's legacy.